Hey everybody, Charlie Iron 2 here, and welcome back to Uru. Last left off, we found our way into the top of the mushroom, the central large mushroom in this weird age of mushrooms. And we found some documents on this desk. Let's continue reading and see what we can find out. Okay, so 3 is the one that we are at, right? Was it 3? Maybe I read it wrong. Thought it was 3. But this is 2. This is 6. This is 3. So yeah, this is where we were at. So we came out of the mushroom. We went here. 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 7, 4. Wish I could take a picture of that. What is this thing? Nope, we got up. I didn't want to get up. Get back down. What is this? Creepy. What is this? Even more creepy, especially with the size here. Yeah, I don't like any of these things. Let's get up now. All right. Bed. Let's look in here. Oh, we can move these. Okay. There's that sun. Okay. Nothing here. Hold on. Fragile. I think this is from Italian? Stuff behind it. Can we... Can't just grab stuff. Can we just kick stuff open? Well, we have went out of first person somehow. Go back in first person. Oh, this is that safe we just read the card for. If we press delete for more than 3 seconds, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, should open. Yeah. Come on, go back to first person. There we go. All right, there's a book here. Can we look at a book? DRC. All right, I want to go there, but should we go there right now? I feel like there's probably more to do here. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and grab it. We can come back here quite easily. Let's go see where this is. Okay, so multiple paintings of the same mushroom area. Are we in the same age? That takes us back to where we came from. That's that contraption. Can we touch these? Mushroom forest. That's that house in the center. Okay, yeah. That's where we started at. I'm hearing like an ethereal sound. That is a cool light. I like that. Schematics. Leviathans. Don't like that. What is this? Is this a place to link to? Hold on, let's not go there yet. Let's look through this. What is that? Okay. See what we can learn here. Can we touch any of these? All right. Sit in the chair. All right, what do we got here? We have Dr. Watson, big problems. The house on Nolobin is not empty. I met someone there today. My Denis isn't great, but I spoke with him for a while. Yeah, he's Denis, and as we figured, he knows a lot about the creatures. A whole lot. We obviously need a meeting ASAP. Marie. Okay, I don't like creatures being a thing. Douglas Sharper 04. 12304. Though seeing the Patriots go to another Super Bowl land. Is that what that says? Super Bowl land? Hopefully, and hopefully win. That's parentheses. Is obviously on my mind. Compared to what I've returned to here in Denis, what happened? I'm hearing the DRC is leaving the whole thing behind. Watson is not returning. Kodama, Laxman, Sutherland, all the little guys, Nick Simpson, I never saw it coming. Ingberg, even. They're claiming funds, but I wonder if it was something more than that. I thought I'd have a lot to write today, but my mind is going everywhere. I've come to love the place, the offices, the creatures, the people, the game, even the DRC. I'm stunned. Is it really coming to an end? The disagreements of the past are no longer separating us. Obviously, had a good talk with Kodama and Laxman today. Are disappointed and sad and frustrated. Poor Laxman is still working on the KIs. Are the keys? KIs? What are those? It says he's standardizing KIs and implementing some kind of remote upgrade. Except for that, they're beginning to close things down. They seem to know what happened to Watson. Apparently, he spoke to Kodama at least once. Since that day long ago, neither wanted to go there, so I let it go. Regardless, there was a glint in their eyes. Maybe not too surprising for Laxman, but Kodama? The man never has an ounce of glint. Seems they have a journey they'd like to take. Laxman must have seen the light. Key Lattice is going down to base features before he heads up. I'm heading up to the surface myself. Houston for the Super Bowl. Another championship is just what I need right now. I'll be back. Champions again. Not sure I could have asked for a better game, regardless of the halftime debacle. I have to admit, though, I thought the big victory would be enough, but I still find myself troubled down here. What is it? A coordinate? And why is Zandi sending this thing out? The gathered will tell the path of the shell? What? Spoke with Nick last night. He's already heading up back to the northwest somewhere. I'd like to see the kid again someday. Good kid. I'll miss him. I think Flocka has left as well. Another good guy. Went to the spy room today and not quite the same anymore. I missed the intrigue and found myself saddened at the thought of it all. Going away, no reason to go through the trouble of making the backside secure anymore. Looking back, I realized how lax I was. Anyone could have found the book. I assumed the backside of Teledahn was secure, but it obviously wasn't. Not if they were all seeing Shroomy. And I think if there had been two of them, all they had to do was close the door and their friend would have seen the book. I guess none of it matters now. Don't suppose anyone will be going to the slave caves anytime soon. Oh well, that's not cool. I'm a little ashamed that I'd forgotten about Phil. I suppose the surface trips, football games, and obviously events down here had caused me to forget about him. His Relto book was in the spy room. I paid the area a little visit, a memorial of sorts. I assume he's officially dead now, although I should ask the boys. My God, I may have killed them. Is this... There's no life here, literally and figuratively. They've all gone, and I'm stuck alone with the thought that Phil may have died because of me. I've talked to a number of the DRC about it. They never found a body, but apparently a destroyed key was found at the bottom of where the precipice once stood. No one wanted to say it, but I've had the dream twice now. Phil's standing up there, confident in his ability to return to his Relto at any time. The first crack. Still confident, enjoying the thrill of another crack of stone, and the tower begins to break. He reaches down to grab the Relto book just to be ready. It's then he realizes it's gone. He turns to escape, but he's already fallen. A cry for help that those who were there never heard. Oh, that those who were there heard. He has no chance because I took the book. The rubble buries him forever. No, I have to believe it didn't happen that way. Has appeared on my desk again, so I thought everyone was gone. Zandi, if I don't do anything else, I'll have to find this place before I leave here. I'm supposed to. Zandi wouldn't send it out if there wasn't a reason for it. If it is him, maybe I'll find some answers. Watson filled the DRC, the failure to these coordinates hold the answers. Is someone else here? I'm not sure if I'm alone anymore. I'm going to have to be careful. Are these the coordinates? I don't know. 3104. So 217558-81. Oh my goodness. And I can click this? Or does that just make it go away? Sea creatures. That's 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's so many numbers up here. Underwater thing, big sea creature. This is creepy. I still can't take pictures. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to take pictures at this point. Looks like they agreed to let me take control of Teledahn. Time to start a journal officially. Oh, this is early. Maybe not. Kodama popped in, going on about his inspections, his usual arrogant manner. What a joke. Now it's Watson's turn. Acted as though he was chatting, but I could tell he was looking all over, checking on my progress, or maybe making sure I can be trusted. I'll just get used to it. Time has come to move forward. DRC isn't going to change anytime soon. Merry Christmas going up for a few months. Can't take this red tape anymore. Yay for Broncos. Patriots should have been there. Stupid Steelers. Okay, maybe Teledahn will help me forget all this. Looks like I'm going to need Watson. After all, I found all kinds of journals and notes upstairs I'm going to need translated. I think Watson is going to let one of his assistants help me out. Sam. Sam is not the fastest translator I've ever seen. I don't think he's even started. Kodama came by again today. Spotted something today. Creature of some kind. Forgot the history of this place for now. I've got to see that thing again. Saw her again. Wow, what a beauty. She's very sensitive to sound, startles like an antelope. I'm estimating she's a good 40 feet. Killer whale type. Hard shell, though. No sign of her in this area, at least. Sam said he's going to have some time next week. At this rate. She showed up again. I saw her eating. She likes the flappers, feeds on them. Pretty quick and agile for her size. Surprised me. Of course, those flappers aren't real bright. Those who weren't eaten went right back to the spot and waited for her to show up again. Looks like this place was written in 8990 for a Denis Lord Guild of Caterers. 250th birthday present. If I remember 250, somebody will give me something better than this place. Sam was busy again. Did get me some more translations though. Seems like the mushrooms were used for some kind of delicacy. To be honest, I'm not sure Sam got that one right. Doesn't make a lot of sense, not with what I'm seeing. Watson told me Sam is too busy to help me. I'm going to have to learn this language myself or find someone who can actually help me. Watched her for a while today. Definitely feeds on the flappers close to the shore. Also feeds on mushrooms. Does she ever feed on mushrooms? Watched her completely destroy one today. Brought the whole thing down and fed for some time until scared off by something. Mushroom is gone. Probably sank. Kodama came by again today and I was glad the girl wasn't around. Last thing I need. The flappers like the spores. The creature likes the flappers. She's scared to the death of loud sounds. If I get this equipment running, she's gone. Heading up in a week, going to try and get this gate down before I go. See if she'll come in while I'm gone. 3 mushrooms were down. Seems all of them were a particular kind. She was in the lagoon. I think I could have taken her out, but not yet. DRC would have a fit. Probably kick me out or something. She's definitely an air breather. Could hear her today sleeping on the surface. Kodama followed me here and scared the heck out of her. She woke and shot out of here fast. Kodama never saw her. Apparently some new guy is learning Denis and wants to work with me. We'll see. There are quite a few new people coming down. A group from some game company was recently here and there was quite a stir. I met a few of the guys. So that's Cyan. Nice guys. Haven't seen her for a full month. I'm going to start working on the equipment here. Can't wait forever and the DRC's getting on me as though they own the place. The tower is almost working. Needs some tools from the surface. No sign of Shroomy. Ah, he named it Shroomy. Met the new guy, Nick. Nice guy. This might be a real good, smart guy. Picking up Denis fast. He's going to keep at it, but I gave him some material to study in the meantime. Quick trip up and back down. Tower is working. Nick dropped off some translation, and it all matches the old stuff. He's working on new material now. Tower is powered to more projects. These buckets are a mess. So is the elevator. Have found some kind of pump mechanism to get that water out. I think all of it will have to wait. I'm heading back up for holidays and end of season. Tickets to Monday night game against Miami Patriots still in the playoff hunt. Patriots out, broke down. Nick is more than I could have hoped for. Seems up for keeping the translation out of TRC's hands. Has had some bad experience with Kodama and Engberg in my camp now. Perfect. Apparently, Hinash only owned the age for 10 years. At his death, Teledahn was left to the guild of caterers who installed the equipment that I'm working on today. Some of the translation has already been rather helpful. I think I can get the pump working. It was never meant for water, but I think it would pump out the water. Nick says there's quite a bit about a guild captain, Ventus, who ran the age for quite a few years and directed the industrialization of the place. Did quite a job, apparently, although Nick is still reading. Signs of Shroomy, but I haven't seen her for a long time, and I'm not going to stop working on the equipment now. Apparently no mention of her in the stuff Nick is reading. Pump works, although I'm keeping the water there. Nice form of protection to the other side, at least until I discover what it was used for. That's Nick's jobs now. I have my ideas, though. Seems as though Ventus installed the gate to keep Shroomy out of here. Didn't like her eating his mushrooms. Good idea. Ventus maybe wasn't so great after all. Ruined the place. Turned it into what we see now. Explains the differences in early descriptions to the later ones. Seems the age was auctioned off and that's all the official records. Nick can share those with the DRC. I don't mind. Showed Nick some of the manuscripts I've kept hidden. I'm quite sure I can trust him. He's given the official report to Watson, and the others are willing to do these extra translations on the side. Good man. Watson, Kodama, and Sutherland came by today. It was prearranged, so they didn't see anything they didn't need to. They seem satisfied with the work I'm doing, although the fact they continue to check on me still drives me mad. They said they want the age ready for visitors relatively soon. I didn't realize that anyone and everyone would be allowed access to the place, but why not? I suppose I still have my areas. Big argument today with Watson. Upset I didn't share with him all that Nick had translated. Miscommunications, although I'm happy Nick has kept his mouth closed regarding the other. Regardless, I can't take their nitpicking. I'm heading to the surface for a long trip, returning to Africa again with the fellows. Don't know when I'll be back here. Nick knows to keep things quiet. I've set things up for Shroomy to return, and I have plans to bring down some new items. Look forward to returning a long time from now. Back to Teledahn again. The surface. Hold on. So that was 3,499. Now this is 2,15,2000. Back to Teledahn again. The surface trip triggered some ideas for here, and I think I'll begin exploring. Some talks with Ingberg might be in order soon. Nick has gotten a load of translation done. I'm going to try and summarize as best I can if I can remember everything. Place was owned by a fellow named Monesmo. The man apparently got the place cheap somewhere. He started harvesting of spores again, but it seems the age had corrected itself over time. Bread apparently they were making, the same delicacy Denis had raved about before, made a decent amount of money. However, he was doing lots of stuff in the dark. Slave trading. I'm sure Watson would have a fit if he knew this. His precious Denis. Where they were going, we can't find out, but it explains the cages and the whole backside of this place, really, hiding from maintainers, I suppose. We found some more mention of Shroomy as well. Monesmo saw her pretty frequently. They even found her nest. I'm heading out to sea. As far as Shroomy herself, she has been here, but was not here when I arrived. Shrooms have managed to disappear, and she broke a walkway on the backside. Have to fix that now. No nest. Remains, yes, but she's obviously not there for a long time. This place is much bigger than I thought. Learned that today. The DRC is getting pretty serious about letting people down here. They've moved to the island and are trying to get portions of the city open for visitors. Moving headquarters to a building there as well. I suppose I'm going to have to get serious about it as well. They're going to make me if I don't. So back to the equipment. Car? Carves are giving me all kinds of trouble. Oh, maybe it is cars. So this ridiculous elevator, and I don't know why I'm making a quick trip to the surface. Parts. Back with parts. Nick has found out that slaves were going to a place called Rebek. Haven't heard of it myself. I'm going to ask Watson tomorrow. Watson has heard of it, says they've been there. Asked how I knew, and I realized it was a mistake to ask about it. Told him Nick told me, and fortunately Nick told me later he had been doing some official translation for the age. Lucky me, be more careful. Found a new book today, a very special book. Cars are working. Why they need to work, I don't know, but apparently the DRC wants this place restored to its original condition, so cars are working. Elevators work. Finally, Nick tells me this Rebek age was amazing, but he was pulled off it. Games with the slaves from here were played there. Hunting game of sorts. I'm not for hunting people, but the games do sound fun. Or it does sound fun. Doubt Watson won't approve that age too fast. DRC is planning on opening this place up in 2002. They, of course, haven't bothered to tell me that, but regardless, it's true. Working on getting some lights going down here. I have a feeling inspections will be increasing. Watson informed me of the plans today. 2002 is the target. Thanks. Nick stopped by and we got a little more information. Looks like there's some kind of weapon in our hands. At least it could be used as a weapon after the lights. Inspection plan for next month. Lights are functioning. Cars, doors, elevators. Not sure what else they'll want, but I'm sure they'll come up with something. Well, stupid me, I have an entire list of items that need to be accomplished for this place to be safe. I won't be taking any more ages after this one. Maybe a city location. I can't take this. Shroomy is back. Watched her all day. Out of the blue, I think she's starting to like me. This could be good. I'll give up working for a short while. She's nervous, but coming back daily. I keep the gate down. She's trapped. Got the gate up with her inside eating flappers. Set her off. Pretty obvious she can be a nasty girl if she wants. But still, I'll have a shot, and I need to do it before Kodama shows up. Got her. Time for a surface trip with the important parts. I'll sink the rest. Wooden walkways are fixed. Rails are up among the other things on the list of DRC requests. If this place isn't safe, I don't know what is. His inspection is tomorrow. Nick has dropped off some more translations. Seems as though a major inspection into the illegal activities was going on immediately before the fall. Doesn't look like they found anything. Inspection went fine. I guess the place is safe now. I'm heading back to the surface for more tools, football, and the holidays. And then the missed playoffs. Oh well, things are stressful here. 1 year to go for initial visitors, and it's beginning to show. However, Sutherland dropped by today. Nice woman. We had a nice talk. I'm helping out in the city now. Not much work to do in Teledahn. Clean up here and there and maintain. I'm hoping for a certain location in the city. Maybe my helping will give me some leverage with Watson. I'm enjoying the time with Sutherland anyway. More city work, not much happening here. Nick managed to get an extra Teledahn book today. Good man. Shroomy is back. Obviously not the same one, but we got a new girl here. Amazing. I'm curious to know how many there are now. I think I'm going to try and schedule another trip in the next couple of months. Trip was a success. Amazing. There are quite a few of these creatures all over. Perhaps a seasonal thing. Water's where I'd been before. I found a pod of the creatures. Man, this is a long journal. And a bigger one. I'm not sure, but these seem to be young ones. The larger creature was absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything like it in all my days of hunting. I was actually a little frightened. This thing could have swallowed my boat whole. To take even a small portion home would be... I'm going to have to think this one through. Okay, so he mentioned going to Africa, so he's like a big game hunter. So he wants trophies from these animals. Back to work here. I'm installing a gun of some kind down on the docks. It's a Denis mining instrument, I believe. Regardless, the DRC of all people want it set up. Strange. Gun is up, not working, but up. Laxman will have to get it working, or at least give it a shot. Not familiar enough with this kind of Denis technology. More city work and less Teledahn work. Did clean up the cages in the larger mushroom. Took out some crates and moved them upstairs. I think another surface trip is in order. Marie wants to go up as well. A little longer than I had expected for obvious reasons. Horrible tragedy. I'm happy to have Denis a distraction of sorts. Oh, September 11th. September 11th happened here. Brought down a fish tank, at least the first part. Want to see if I can learn more about these flappers. I can get the young ones and some water from the lake. We'll see. Okay, so that's the aquarium that he made. The stress level is rising rapidly, only a few months out, and they are planning on bringing down some visitors. They are cleaning up a neighborhood for a group of new people. Interesting. Victor found some kind of communication device this week. A key, they are calling it. Very interesting device, I have to admit. Victor does seem to know his stuff at least. Talked to Ingberg about building in the city that I'd like to see. Or excuse me, building in the city that I'd like to have. We'll see. Victor can't get to the gun for a long time. In fact, DRC wants the whole thing taken out. Fine by me. Found another new book today. Perhaps I'll have my city location now. Great view as well. I'm moving some things there. A little more out of the way. I bought the more expensive fish tank now. Received a report from the surface. Patriots aren't doing well, and I don't think I'm going home this holiday. I'll help here. Teledahn seems stable, but Kodama has asked me to look at a different age and help them out. Sounds like an interesting place. Anane or something? Why not? Strange place. Needs a lot of work, but it's been good. I think I'm heading up to the surface. Watson had recommended we go up. Maria's joining me again. Wasn't supposed to be gone this long? Oh yeah, he's gone a long time. But who would have thought the Patriots would win the Super Bowl? I don't think Watson is very pleased, but too bad. Visitors are down, and I wasn't here to see them. The DRC wants me to go through Teledahn again, although I'm not sure why. This place has been cleaned up for months. Typical of them. I should know better now. New shroomy creature seems pretty happy here. Runs when the machinery comes on, but usually returns. I usually leave the gate down. Keys are working great. Pretty amazing devices. Haven't met any new visitor. Watson says he doesn't want me to. Typical bureaucratic nonsense. They're ready to open up the island. I have to admit I'm pretty excited about watching these people visit. I'd love for them to come to Teledahn, but the DRC insists it's not ready. Not sure what more they want. A new group of visitors are coming to the DRC is really hyping this one. Authorized explorers. Enjoyed talking to Robin and Rand again. Nice guys. Haven't seen them in a long time. The new authorized explorers seem to be enjoying themselves. Fun. Funny DRC posts that restoration efforts will be given top priority this month. More meetings, more inspections when the age has been ready for months. If it makes them feel better, they did acknowledge that I found the book. Wasn't expecting that. On an even funnier note, all meetings are being held in Tokata now. I couldn't have asked for much more. So I made that public. Shroomy was in here, and I had to make up some reason to postpone the trip. If they had seen the equipment and such, in fact, it's time to get rid of some of this. If the DRC had come here today, could have been bad. Phase 5 approval. What's that even mean? Simpson told me about a pretty strange stone, so I tried it out. I want it myself. I think I'll keep it here. Don't really care what the DRC thinks of that either. Stone is gone. Vanished right out of my office. Where's Simpson? Got the stone back again. Simpson claims it was back where he found it. Regardless, this time I'm keeping it in a more secure location. Now, Phase 5 approval. I've been so angry this past months, I've been ready to throw in the towel and head back up. It's utterly ridiculous what they are doing. The safety requirements they are pulling out. Somebody had better do something before we have an all-out government down here. Although these threads on the forums may be something, the DRC in secret is suspecting Zandi. This could get fun. Stone is gone again. How? Last time with the stone, I'm trying a more secure location. Gone again. I have the stone one more time. Simpson says he can't take it again, so I'm trying one more thing. Gut feeling about these creatures. Watching people here has been fun. Maybe it's all been worth it. Stone hasn't gone anywhere this time. I think they're afraid of the hanging rocks. Interesting. Surprise, Rebek was shelved. I saw this 1 month ago. This is wild. They are flipping out over there with these Zandi breaches. Hilarious. I love it. Of course, they haven't mentioned a thing to me yet. I'm sure they don't plan on it. Big meeting this weekend for the DRC. They don't know what to do about Zandi, and it's driving them nuts. I think it's only going to get worse. I hope so. Kadama wants to bet on the surface games. My goodness, there's a lot here. On the surface games now. Who would have thought, but I'll take his money. One more adventurous note. Nick got us into Rebek today. Amazing. I'd love to spend some more time there, but have to hurry. He tells me there's a new age as well with creatures. I'd love to get there, but I doubt it will happen. The DRC is sick to their stomach with this Zandi stuff. I'm on his side, but I hope it just doesn't make things worse. Zandi is getting them on his side. I wish. I wish I could describe Kadama. Wow, I love it. I did see his sign on the surface. No one ever seemed to notice it, though. I guess he's making them. Ha. Maria's lost it. A t-shirt? I agree with Kadama on that one. Kadama has taken money from me, and it's driving me crazy. If I wasn't watching his veins burst in those meetings, I'd be much more angry. It's worth it, though. Well, Zandi is unstoppable now. He's going to bring people down, and they can't stop him. It's funny, but it's also more work. I want this to work for everyone, so I'm helping out more where I can. Still hoping for leverage on that structure. I've been wanting for a few years now anyway. This Zandi stuff is great. I do think the DRC is going to be ready for them, but still more power to them. So, it almost seems like the Watcher was referring to these guys as the builders, which are bad, the DRC. And maybe this whole event that's happening here is what he was talking about. Amazingly, no one has officially talked to me yet from the DRC. Looks like Uru is it now, thanks to Zandi again. Christmas Eve in Teledahn. If I imagine hard enough, the spores look like a Northeast Christmas. Not really. I think I'm heading back to the playoffs and New Year. No playoffs, but it's still a good New Year. This should be a fun year for Denis. Also brought down some more fish tank pieces this trip. I think it's about ready if I get a chance to work on it. Should be interesting to watch Zandi in the DRC as well. I'll be anxious to see who gets the power here. Looks like they're trying to get the upper hand, explain the Zandi story, and be upfront about it. Watson had to convince some of his members that one believe me, but probably smart. Ages are being approved, visitors are coming down. I'm losing time to write journals. Closing, opening, I don't understand the idea, but the DRC is definitely trying to get ready for the new arrivals. Another large group just came down, and it seems as though things are going fairly smooth. I heard them talking recently about man, how long does this go? A house out on the island. They're beginning initial restoration, but I've got to find a way on that. Nick says the place is amazing. He's read some histories about the stories, and the stories go on and way back. I'm going to talk to Watson now. There are rumors of a Denis survivor going around here. The DRC is keeping it low key, but it seems pretty reliable. Obviously, I'll be the last to hear, but I've got to find a way to meet him as soon as possible. Funny, seems like a lot less people are in the city nowadays. DRC is talking quite a bit about visitors' access to ages that they have not approved. They are a little irritated, to say the least, and are trying to figure out a way they can control it. I don't think they can. Interesting. Finally got the gun up and working. Laxman is getting better every day. The guy is a genius. Watson stopped by as well to see it working, although he seems more concerned with me cleaning up the scrap than the gun itself. Typical DRC. Out of the blue, Sonia Michaels has contacted me, old friend from the surface, working for some paper up in Maine. Says she is coming down for a long period, wants to write. On a more typical note, Watson has come by a few days ago asking me to name the wildlife here. They aren't finding the names that Denis used for a lot of the animals. I don't think he really appreciated shroomy and flappers. Anyway, I'll name the birds here buggeros. Oh my goodness, how much more is this? A lot. Okay. We are going to finish reading this next episode. We start at the page 92203. All right. And we're going to start that next episode because we are already running late. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.